Why do we laugh? I believe it's natural, and I believe there are two biological, physiological reasons why we laugh. Laughter is a response to two totally different kinds of stimuli. For example, sometimes we laugh when we are nervous or when we are embarrassed. It's a response to intense, painful stimuli, and it's a way of making us feel relaxed, to find relief at that stimuli. And it's also a defense mechanism because that person who's making us feel that way might actually unalive us and remove us from this planet and make us meet our God. And so we laugh. And then there's laughter that's more like magic. Like that kind of laughter, that response is the same kind of response that we feel when we see magic. And it's based on the same source, which is misdirection. Except the response, instead of awe, which is what happens when we see magic, we laugh. We laugh at the unexpected. When we see a joke that's leading us somewhere and it misdirects us and we end up getting somewhere else, we laugh. To me, that's true comedy. It's real comedy. The other type of comedy, which is a subset of that misdirective comedy, and it's a small subset, is criticism disguised as entertainment. And an even smaller subset of that is oppression disguised as entertainment. And too often in Western culture, most comedy is falling into that category, which is why we think that's the only kind of comedy, or we feel so fragile and we go into reverse victimhood when that's being challenged as bigotry and racism and misogyny, and we go, oh, then like you are being too sensitive, crying your little fake tears, and being like, you're too sensitive. You're being a snowflake while you're the one crying and causing all this drama at the fact that you cannot be a bigot anymore. Is reverse victimhood. You're like, then we cannot tell any more jokes. We cannot be free. Right? Bullshit. And you victim blame and you say it's my responsibility, my job to have a thicker skin. Fuck off. Fuck you. No, it's not my job and not my responsibility. It's your job to not be a bigot and to not cause harm to people. It's like you're asking a woman, what are you wearing after she gets raped? It's not her job to wear proper clothes. She's likely to get assaulted even if she was fully clothed from head to toe. Even babies get assaulted, okay? No. Especially because some people go into what I call Schrodinger's douchebag, where they do something highly offensive, including and up to sexual assault, which is what happened to me, and they call it a joke only after the fact. Only after they get a negative reaction, then it's like, oh, it was just a joke. Fuck you. So yeah, if you're actually a genius or actually smart and actually good at comedy like you think you are because you're a Westerner, because you think you're so smart and superior to everybody else, do fucking better. Okay? And don't tell me it's my job to have thicker skin. It's not. Fuck off. It's not. It's your job to be a better person and to not cause harm to people, to stop being such a bigot. I have thicker skin only because I don't have a choice. I live in an oppressive system. It's a choice. It's not my responsibility. It's my choice. And that choice came naturally when I studied real history, real imperialism, and why most racism, in some ways, is your own insecurity projected onto me. Like you want to be me, you want to be us so bad secretly. You fetishize us and simultaneously demonize us. Because you can't stand the fact that you're not me, you're not us. That's why I say demonization and exoticization are two sides of the same coin. So yeah, just stop and be a better comedian and do better. Get the fuck out of here.